Did y'all see that? Y'all see that red stop sign in the description? That's also a sign for stopping at red flags so that you don't have to enable someone and nurture them in their unnaturalness. What am I talking about? Well, it's end times for narcissists right now. It's not end times for you. It's glorious expansion, very time for you. It's time for you to do your thing. And you're being called and admonished and warned to let go of a certain frequency, a certain dimension, and to stop enabling, babying, caring for, nurturing energies that are unnatural, that God doesn't even nurture and get through to, because they're blocked. And what that means is simple. If you spend your time and energy doing everything, but your spiritual practice, you're manipulating life or trying to manipulate people to get the love force energy, then, and because you're out of alignment, because you refuse to focus on joy and peace and happiness, and so you live in a scarcity mindset where you're forcing things to happen and you're controlling and you're manipulating, then you're not going to naturally have access to the love frequency. And so what happens is these beings have learned from a long time ago to manipulate earth angels, to manipulate light beings by mimicking the light. They mimic the light. They act like they're just like you, like they have the same intentions, like they're here for the same reasons, and they are like coded because God is in everything. Light is a spectrum. There's nothing that is in existence that isn't touched by God's light. So that's the confusing part for a lot of earth angels. It's like someone is saying the same things I'm saying, and it feels like some of the same ways I'm feeling, and they're able to come off with the same knowledge that I have, whatever, and it seems like we're bonding, it seems like we're clicking. So how am I supposed to know? Well, what's happening is that they're mirroring your energy because you're giving away information a lot of times. You're giving away information because you're searching for resonance, for friendship, for love, for connection outside of you. So that puts you in a danger zone of capabilities of being manipulated. Okay, so if you have this hole in your aura, I call codependency. Codependency is a hole in an aura that's created. It's created the first time you step out of your zone because someone told you doing something wrong, or that you were making them upset, and you try to fix and get in alignment. Well, when you're a little kids don't listen at first. They're like, I wasn't invited to the cookie. That wasn't me. And then they just cannot go play now. When I get back to real life, are you done bothering me? You're trying to force me to be stressed out about something that's not important because it's over now, right? So for the first time that the outside world is able to get you to invalidated, the hole in the aura was created. And the more you do that, the bigger that hole in your aura gets, and that's why a lot of people feel like your energy is seeping, it's leaking, you're always exhausted, even though no matter how much of a spiritual practice that you do. The first key is to stop enabling people who are just mimicking the light, trying to find their way into the love frequency. The reason why they're doing this is because they cannot see, they cannot feel, they cannot hear, and they're using you. This is why you feel used. This is why you end up feeling used, because they're actually using you. They can't see without you. They can barely breathe without you. Y'all know how it feels to be blocked in your energy. You're not half as blocked as some of these agents of darkness. You have no idea. And they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you the dark secrets, the dirty little secret. That they have lost connection with the source, and that they are using anything they can find. And I mean anything. Anybody. Don't use your imagination. Okay? This is the dirty secrets of the patriarchy. Because these men mostly have spent most of their time in the controlling dimensions. They've been cut off. They've been cut off from source, which is why they need technology to think for them, to see for them, to fly from the sky for them. And they feed off of the beings who are actually connected to source still. That's how you become enslaved. That's why they treat you like crap and never want you to leave. There. You can stop trying to fix it now, because you can't fix it. It's kind of like finding a pile of rocks and trying to turn it into a diamond. No, you don't do that. You see a pile of rocks and you leave it where it's at. If you want a diamond, you focus on where the diamond is at. If you want love, you're not going to get it from a being that can't see, that can't feel, that can't think, that's using your energy to be able to enter into a love frequency of any kind. Without love, all of this would not exist. So you're holding up a lot of the universe with your attention. Your attention is your magic wand. Weld it. Like you know it's valuable. Your attention is valuable. I think that's all I'm supposed to say. I mean, the sad part is that if you're codependent, then you're still trying to find ways around listening to all these warnings that keep, because, you know, it's like if you want to hang out with, like, and be around just like a pile of rocks, it's only you. But the spirit realm want you to know that you're way more than that, and way more than you, way more than adventure, way more love, way more prosperity, way more abundance than you could ever get from another human being. And I know the process can be gruesome. I've been through it, where you learn to surrender to what you really are, which is rest and prosperity. Like getting that through to your nervous system after you've been codependent for a long time is a bitch. But all it takes is being consistent for some days, some weeks, some months. I think for me it took like a year of me just being consistent and holding it down and laying in my hammock every day, even if my ego was screaming, like, you're not working enough, how are you going to eat, where are you going to live, what's going to happen? I continue to keep going back to rest, relax, be at peace. I am abundant. I am the joy. I am the prosperity. Until I started to enjoy spending time with God more than anything else. Like, it's just like, I love listening to God. I love my relationship with God more than anything else. Love the Lord thy God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul. That is where you will get your energy from, your love from. You will learn that love is in everything, and that everything that shows up in your realm is love. But that takes practice to feel that. So, I mean, what a lot of people suffer because, true love and attention, affection, validation from the people that we want it from is kind of hard to come by, I guess. But when you get it from God, it's eternal. And that's why I created the Patreon to teach you, to train you how to be at rest, sustain that energy, give it to yourself all day, every day. Stay in that frequency, stay in that zone. It's really for you to get to you, not for you to give away to someone else. That's how you stay away from enabling. Don't feel sorry for people. Let God work on people. And if God can't get through to that being, then what are you going to be able to do? But be pulled down with Him, which is what the warning is about. It's like, Spirit don't want you to be pulled down with these beings that are supposed to be going through a really huge ego death. If beings of light, carriers of womb, love, force, energy, earth angels, you can care, but care from afar. But actually, when you care about, give that care to yourself. Be having so much fun in your own life. Be doing the damn thing so big in your own life that all you're thinking about is what's next for you. Let them watch you from afar. The Bible says, I will make a table before your enemies. And I know that you don't necessarily see everybody that you're enabling like they're your enemy. But anybody that knows that they're taking your life force energy away from you, making your life a living hell, not validating you, not cherishing you, not accepting you for who you are, not encourage, like not giving you the love that you give, they know what they're doing. That's an enemy. They're making themselves your enemy. It's not you. You're trying to show them another way, but the only way to show them another way is for you to turn the other cheek, turn that curve, and focus on the diamond round, the golden consciousness. Golden consciousness. Why? Because that's what you're capable of. Like, why not? Like, if you could, I have some rocks here. I have some rocks and crystals here. All right, so we have, I always pick up really cool rocks, so you might prefer these rocks. So we have this simple pebble from the beach, probably from a beach in Morocco or something. And then we have this, what is this? Oh, it's Lemurian crystal. Sounds fancy, right? If you want this, are you going to try to change this into that? Or are you just going to go get this? That's how energy works. A lot of you stay around energies that are harmful, or not for your best highest good, because you think you can change it by how much you love them. No. Only they can optimize our own energy by what they focus on. Your focus, you can stay in alignment for yourself. And they can get the benefits, people can get the benefits of that when they're around you. But then they will have to be consistent themselves in their own spiritual practice. You shouldn't have to keep coming out of your pocket, your value, your energy, your Lemurian ports. Because what happens is, in the codependent realm, you're starting to become this, and you'll forget about this. Like when I work with people, and I ask them questions, like we do trauma healing sessions, and it's like, can you tell me the last time you felt like you were in your zone? In your chickpea, in your childhood. Sometimes you can be so lost and exhausted trying to help other people, be there for other people, and relate to other people, and make sure people know you like them and love them and there for them, that you forget what and who you are. You think all you're worthy of is this, and you can't even fathom understanding the other dimension where you're even from. So it's like you have to practice being in this realm, while this realm is pulling on you and telling you, you're not worthy of that, you're just a rock. You see what I'm saying? Is that worth it to keep going through this over and over again? Because basically, if y'all keep enabling these beings that are choosing to be ignorant, stay ignorant, because at this point, there's no excuse for any of us. Everybody can see everything, you can look up anything. People that think it's more fun to be rebellious and to manipulate instead of allowing everyone to be who they are and loving, using their own energy to love themselves instead of trying to siphon destiny swab and all this crazy pretending like somebody's full of flame. Just glued the girls all the way around. Just scamming. And if you were to leave them alone, they will crumble. Because that's where they need to start from in order to actually listen. You're not hurting anyone. Stop worrying about the pain that you might be causing people if you abandon certain frequencies, dimensions, and energies. They're going to be okay, you know? They're eternally. They're just as powerful as you. When they decide to change, you'll like, hey, okay. And then y'all can talk again. Just leave, let God work on people and stop thinking that they need me. That is the manipulation that they done on you. They know they need to hit rock bottom. Let them. Don't pay attention to it if you don't want to watch. You have enough to do for eternity. Join the Patreon.